Hey guys, and welcome to another top table gaming video. In this video I'm going to be looking at where do I go next for my core box of Star Wars Legion. Hi guys, Top Table Steve here. Before I get stuck into the meat and veg of this video, can I just say, if you haven't already subscribed, could you consider subscribing? If you click the button below and click the little bell, you will be notified every time we release a new video. And in the coming months, there's going to be a lot of Star Wars Legion content, so you're not going to want to miss it. Also, if it is your first time here and you're not aware of the Facebook group over on Facebook, please do go and check that out. It's Top Table Gaming Community. It's a great place to hang out, and obviously there's going to be more and more Star Wars content on there now. So whether you're a painter, a gamer, a terrain builder, or you just want to hang out and talk about our nerdness in full, it is an amazing group. So please do go and check that out. There's nearly 2,000 people on there now, and it's a great place to hang out whilst you're hobbying. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our patrons. Without you guys, none of this is possible. Currently, we are filming in my man cave at home, but we still have the studio over at Element Games, and obviously you guys are the people that are able to keep that roof over our head and put the lights on and make me be able to create this content that you guys are enjoying. So thank you very much. And if you are interested in supporting the channel in any way, shape or form, please do check out the links below, especially the Patreon link. Thank you very much. Now, Star Wars Legion. Anyone who is in the Facebook group will know that I have fallen into Star Wars Legion with 2 feet. Currently this week, I'm in the middle of painting up an Easterling Force for Middle-earth, in expectance of the new releases, which we were teased, I think it was on Christmas Eve. But between New Year and now, I've been dipping my toe more and more into sort of seeing what's going on in and around Star Wars Legion, and I have took the bait big time. The miniatures are great, the game looks fantastic. I'm a Star Wars fan anyway. I just really didn't think I had time to get into another skirmish game. Now, with me streamlining a lot of the things that I do on the channel behind the scenes, it has opened up a few doors for me to take on other systems, and Star Wars Legion is one of them. I picked this core setup yesterday from Element Games. Please do check out our affiliate link for any of your hobby stuff. I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. We do have an affiliate with Element Games, and if you use the link below and get your products from there for cheaper than retail, there's, I think it's between 15 and 30% off most stuff. We get a little kickback from it, and it helps the channel. But it's an amazing store. They've always got things in stock, and the delivery's great, and the customer service is second to none. I think it's one of the biggest in the UK, gaming-wise, online, if I am not mistaken. So yeah, I picked up the Star Wars Legion box set, and I'm over the moon with this. I was a little bit daunted when I opened it and I seen that it wasn't sort of pre-assembled plastic miniatures like some of the original core set stuff that I have, which is here. Still to be painted. I have painted up a few miniatures. I've got Luke and Chewie up there. I've got Han on my painting desk waiting to be painted, but I do need to paint some core troops. I picked this up just so to cover all bases, basically, to make sure that I've got everything as a noob that I need to play the game. So, still reading through the rules, still watching a lot of videos on YouTube from other content creators who have done how to plays, and I think there is some really good ones out there, but I think at some point I probably am going to do a how to play video, one that's just a little bit more understandable from the point of view of someone who hasn't got a clue, like this guy. So look forward to that coming soon. Once I get my minis painted, I'm going to do it, because I do want to do it with painted minis. This video is to talk about where do I go from here. Straight off the bat, I'm not going to go down a route of, you know, you go this way for the Republics and this way for the Separatists. I will be playing as the Republic. Love Obi-Wan, love Clone Troopers. So that is the route I'll be going, and that's what I'll be covering in this video. So this video I'm going to be covering where to go from the core box with the Republic. I didn't realise when I got the core box that the sort of standard is around 800 points. So in there I only have 2 units of clone troopers, and I'm probably going to need 3. So I started to look at how I can expend that. The option was to buy another core box But then I'm going to be stuck with, it's not cheap. It's great value, but it's not cheap. Then I'm going to be stuck with another half core box of droids that I don't need, and that's just so I just couldn't be bothered going through the trouble of, you know, having to try and sell them on eBay or whatever. So I decided not to do that, and I decided that I wanted to mix it up a little bit and get some of the cooler stuff rather than having a Force that just looks very vanilla, very bland, and just has got everything out of the core box. So anyone watching this who doesn't know, in the core box you get Obi-Wan Kenobi as your commander, you get 2 units of Phase 1 clone troopers, and you get a BARC speeder as your vehicle choice. This is a great platform to build from, and I'm currently in the process of, once I get Han off my desk, those guys are getting on my desk, are going to get built, and hopefully in the next, say, week to 10 days, I'll have paint on them and I'll be ready to go. So once I've done that, so basically within a week, I'm going to be in the position of, whilst I'm learning the basics of the rules, start picking up little bits here and there to add to it, so that when we come out of lockdown, I can get on a table and play with some of the guys down in Element Games. We have an amazing community of Star Wars Legion players there. I see them a lot when I'm down there, and it's going to be great to get to know them a little bit better and introduce myself, and hopefully get some of them on the channel and do some battle reports. So I suppose my first question, because I want reactions in the video below, I want you guys to help me out make the decisions that I'm going to make for my Force going forward. So straight off the bat, do I need more dice? Have I got enough in the core set? There seems to be quite a lot in there. I'm not so sure. Can I sort of find my way along with those? Or would you suggest buying the new dice pack? I'm a bit of a dice fan, so I'm not against buying it, but again, I don't want to buy them if I don't need them. And also, alongside the dice, the card upgrades. It seems like a bit of a no-brainer, but if you guys could let me know if they are worth getting, or if I'm wasting my time, or, you know, do I need them straight off the bat, or is that something I'm going to need further down the line? Because I don't want to splurge, you know, any of my, you know, my hobby pocket money straight off the bat and buy a load of stuff that's just going to sit on the shelf for months. If I don't need them now, then I don't want to get them. So please do let me know about that. Also, before we get on to units that are specifically for the Republic, there is the things like the battlefield, the sort of the terrain, where you get pieces of terrain, the vital assets and things like that. Do I need those? Are they additions? You know, can I make my own terrain? I know that from watching some YouTube videos that you get scenarios and things in there to play through. Am I going to miss out on anything if I don't have them? Is that something that you would suggest me getting now? Are they kind of beginner scenarios to find out new rules for the terrain pieces coming in? I'm not so sure. There seems to be a lot out there, and they're not cheap. I was very tempted by the pack that has R2 and C3PO in it, strictly from a fanboy's point of view, that it's R2 and 3PO. So I do want those. Would you suggest I hang on, or should I get them now? Because especially that pack does seem a little bit pricey for what it is. If it is just a case of getting R2 and C3PO and not really using anything else that's in there, you know, it's just a pretty downed pod that I might paint and put on a gaming table at some point, it seems quite expensive. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do let me know. So like I said previously, it seems like I am going to need to have at least 3 core units alongside my commander in my Force. That's the way I've been reading anyway, and sort of, like I say, watching a lot of videos, picked up on. So I've got 2 Phase 1 clone troopers. I don't really want to, you can get another pack, should I say, singular of a unit of Phase 1 clone troopers. They're available. If I wanted to have just Phase 1 clone troopers, I would have got another core set, because the value is great, and I suppose it solves that problem of, you know, the extra dice and stuff, but it's a lot of money. I think we're just going to bypass the Phase 1 clone troopers, because I already know and have those, so I don't think they're going to be an addition to my army. Then on to the Phase 2 clone troopers. Are these so different? They're a little bit more expensive. I think they're about 5 or more expensive, and they seem to do a couple more things. Is the price difference, does it equate, is what I'm trying to say? Is it worth the price difference for a Phase 2 clone trooper unit over the Phase 1s? Are they that different in game? Am I going to notice much difference? Is that the route that you'd go down? I mean, the models are great, it's different poses, etc. So they look great. I probably would pick a box of those up at some point anyway, because I'm a bit of a completionist. I'm as much a collector as I am a gamer, probably more so, to be honest. But I think they're too similar. I think with what I've got, ideally, I would like to maybe just sort of mix it up a little bit, have some options, rather than just sort of an upgraded version of what I've already got, if that makes sense. So wanting upgrades and wanting things that do different things, there's obviously, I think I kind of have two options. It's the ARC Trooper expansion or the Specialist expansion, which are now both readily available, if I'm not mistaken. I think maybe the Specialists are either coming out at the time this week of filming this video or are about to be released, I think. So the option is open for me to do. Like the ARC Trooper seems to have flyers, and the Specialists seem to be a mix of, they do a lot of different things, each unit. So the benefit of these, from what I can make out, is that as well as these being a standalone unit on their own, both expansions, I can sort of pick and choose and drop them into my existing units to upgrade my normal Phase 1 Clone Trooper units, which is great. This is why I'd probably go with them over just another unit of standard Clone Troopers. I think in my head I want to get a box of the ARC Troopers and a box of the Specialists. Am I missing something glaringly obvious? You guys who are experienced in the game, please do let me know in the comments below. That's the route I want to go down. I want to get a box of each, and then in my head I'm thinking, well, I've got these two things that I can either, like I say, stand alone and have it as its standalone unit, or I can drop them in and chop and change and mix things up. Getting the both of them means that I'm ticking the box for having the minimum 3 units, so I could just run a solid unit of ARC Troopers alongside the 2 units of standard Clone Troopers with the Specialist dropped in here and there, which would be really cool. I think that's how I'm going to go. I think I'm making the right decision. I don't think I'm missing anything glaringly obvious where I'm making a mistake, either doing something really stupid or doing something that I'm not allowed to do. Please do let me know in the comments. From new unit choices, we move on to commander options. Now this is something that I will definitely explore probably in about 4 to 5 weeks, but obviously the miniatures look so cool. I may pick them up prior to that just to paint them. You've got Captain Rex, which I've been reading a lot of really good stuff about. Apparently he is pretty awesome as far as being a lowly, I say a lowly captain, pretty awesome. He's got a lot of synergy with Clone Troopers. He's a Clone Trooper himself, so that makes complete sense. And he can do a lot of things when you drop him into a list that has Clone Troopers in. So he's definitely on my to buy next list. And from there we go to the named characters, which we all know and love from the movies. We'll start off with probably the first miniature that I'm going to buy, if I'm honest. I haven't already got him in my basket on Element Games site, I promise. Is Anakin Skywalker. Obviously, really big character from the movies. We know he comes with this journey of he's conflicted between good and evil. Apparently that shows in his profile or his stat line. I'm sorry if I keep saying the word profile over whatever it is you call his stat line, because I'm so used to playing Middle Earth. But apparently that reflects well in his profile, because he's sort of, you know, he can have a make or break a game. He's either really good for you, or he can have a negative effect as well in game, which I really like. It brings a little bit of narrative to it, which is what I'm all about. I'm all about narrative play. I will be playing this game in a competitive sense on camera, as well as some really good narrative stuff on the channel coming soon. I cannot wait to get stuck into filming for this. I just feel like a little boy again. Collection part of me, I think, is going to be a bit of have a negative impact on my wallet, just because I want them all. But yeah, so Anakin Skywalker is definitely on my to buy list. I'll be buying him whether I use him in my army or not, but please do let me know what you guys think about Anakin. He seems quite similar to Obi-Wan. Would that be a problem? Would you possibly run him with the next character that I'm gonna bring up, which would be Padme? She seems quite subtle. From what and I'm not overly clued up on the rules, so please do excuse me if I do make a mistake here, but she seems to have a set of options to play the game in, how can I put it, a slightly different way, what interferes with what your opponent's doing on deployment and things. I think that's kind of what I read up on. Maybe that's sort of what I want. I don't want to be doing that straight off the bat. Maybe I want to learn the basics, you know, against a player where I set mine up, you set yours up, we fight for objectives, and then start bringing that in. Padme's not a, she's not a miniature or profile that I'm like, I need that, I need that, I need that. I don't have that sort of thing. The models, it's a nice model, but it's not like a model like, yeah, I need that in my collection. So yeah, but apparently she works quite well with Anakin again, which makes sense, very thematic. So we've got Anakin at some point. I may as well get Padme, but please do give me your opinions. Let me know what you guys think. Am I missing a trick there with Padme? Is Padme, you know, first name on the team sheet, so to speak? Do let me know. From the named characters, we move on to vehicles for my army. I've already got the bark speeder, which I got in the box, so I think it's not going to take long. It seems the vehicle mechanic in the game seems fairly straightforward. Again, I'm yet to play a game, so just bear that in mind before you jump all over and say, no, you are wrong. The internet says you are wrong. I'm yet to play a game, but reading the book that came with the core set, watching some battle reports online and some of the how to plays, the mechanics for vehicles seem pretty self-explanatory and cool and basic. I don't want to use the word basic, but do you know what I mean? They seem like they're going to be quite easy to pick up, and it seems like a game that lends itself well to having vehicles in it alongside infantry. Like some games, I'm not going to say, but there are some games that I've tried where, you know, you have infantry and vehicles, and once you learn how to play the game, you realise that why would you want infantry? You can have these vehicles and smash the hell out of your opponent. This seems quite well balanced with vehicles and infantry. So yeah, at the minute I'm quite happy just to have the bark speeder, but I think it is something that I can see myself exploring once I nail the rules and have them down for infantry. I can see me bringing more and more vehicle type units into my army. So the options are, first off the bat, I think we'll just go to the AT-RT, which is like a mini walker. Really cool. Actually, I have two of these for my rebels in my box of goodies there. Never played with them because I've had that box for so long sat there and just never, because I never had any intention of playing the game. I just thought the minis were cool. We were going to feature on the channel a long time ago, and it just, you know, it just never materialized. So I've got two there. So in theory, I can practice with the ones that I've got before I buy more. I can just sort of proxy them in. So, you know, I've got, I mean, this guy's half painted, but so I can just proxy them in as Republic walkers just to see how they play and how they work with my force. I can give that a go. But they seem pretty cool. I like the fact that they seem quite tough, but they're quite slow. Whereas obviously the speeder is the opposite to that. So you get the speed, but they're quite squishy. So yeah, the options there for the I've already got the bark speeder, so I'm going to learn how to play with that. I can proxy those in to play with those and see if I like them, and maybe have a mix of the two. But I think because they are so different ends of the scale, squishy and fast and slow and tough, I don't think there'd be much call for having a mix of the two. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm only going off experience from playing games that I've played, and normally when I build lists for other games, i.e. Middle-earth, I tend to think, right, I need this army to do this well, rather than just sort of have a mishmash of, I've done that before where, you know, you just want to play some cool stuff. But generally, if you're thinking about a list that you want to do quite well, you put a lot of thought about it. You think, right, this is going to be what I want this list to do, so I need it to do this well, and then, you know, be backed up and supported by these guys. I hope that makes sense. So I get a chance to try out both the bark speeder and the AT-RT. Do let me know. Again, I will keep saying this, you veterans of the game, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, I'm going to have some comments which say, yeah, bark speeders all the way, they're going to be the thing for jumping on objectives quick, and then a lot of people saying, you know, the toughness of the AT-RT is just, you know, blasting the hell out your opponent and plodding through the game and just wearing them down is going to be the way forward. So do let me know, because I want to hear from every angle. I'm trying to soak up as much information as quickly as I can, because I want to bring more Star Wars content to the channel. Then obviously we move on to the bigger toys, the TX-130, which is a tank which looks super cool, by the way. And again, reading articles online and people's blogs who seem to know what they're talking about, different characters will bring out the best in these things. Now, ATRT, BART speeders, yes, I will get to fairly quick. I think tanks I'm going to back away from, just for the initial period of me learning the game. I don't want to overwhelm myself and sort of be put off by trying to remember too much. But I'm definitely interested in tanks. Let me know if you've played them. Again, like I said, I think there's some characters. Padme will work really well with a tank. She's able to boost the tank or give the tank extra activations, or, you know, again, correct me if I'm saying anything wrong, and I do apologise if I'm playing anything wrong. The reason I'm doing these videos is because I want to start interacting with you Star Wars players, learn as much as I can, and be able to put out on videos the stuff that you want to see. Now, there are some local Star Wars content creators who live local to me and are based at Element Games. I'm going to be getting in touch with those over the coming weeks and hopefully do some collaboration crossover stuff, because obviously, you know, I'm here to learn. I want to learn how to play the game. I want to paint cool miniatures, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah. But I mean, I'm going off topic like I always do. If you're new to the channel, you'll get used to this. So tanks is something I definitely want to explore. So anyone who has used these tanks in game, not even necessarily the TX-130, any tanks in game, do you think they're a good addition to Star Wars Legion? Let me know below. What are your thoughts on them? Do you not think they're a good addition? Let me know why, because if that seems to be the overwhelming response, which I don't think it will be, it seems to be pretty positive online, then obviously I kind of just swerve that part of the hobby. But I think tanks are definitely something that I want to explore. So please do let me know. So yeah, I think we've got enough food for thought. Those are what's spinning around my head. Have I missed something? I think, and I need you to give me the thumbs up, or don't give me a thumbs down. The thumbs up are great, or the like or dislike. But in the comments, do let me know if I thought of getting the ARC Troopers and the Specialist as my first purchases, and then possibly an Anakin might be in there as well. But ignore the Anakin bit, but unless, you know, you would highly recommend getting Anakin. But I think a box of each of those first, get those painted up. I can get some 800 point games played then, I think. And then where would you go? You're me, you've just bought this core set, you're learning the rules, knowing what you know now about the game as experienced players. Where would you go? Where would you go with your lists? Bearing in mind, this is just Rebels. Droid players, please also get involved. Let me know, you know, am I missing a trick with the droids? Are the droids super awesome? They're obviously not going to be whipping boys. Grievous is a great model, and his stat line looks amazing. I really like it. I want everyone to get involved, and let me know, is this the kind of video that you want to see? Obviously we're in lockdown, so a lot of the videos that I do are going to be me sitting, chatting, talking nonsense. But as soon as I can get back in the studio, I will be filming some battle reports and other stuff that's more interactive. I want to get guests on. I want to get people on who do know what they're talking about when it comes to this game. So if you're a content creator, or you know, if you're a tournament player, do you play this game at tournaments? Are you fairly local to me? Do you want to come down at some point, hang out, play some games, try and teach this idiot some tricks of the trade, and film some content? Do get in touch. I'd be really interested to hear from you. I've already had a few people locally reach out, which is fantastic. I'll definitely be taking you guys up on your offers, so thank you very much. Keep that coming. Let's make Star Wars Legion a big part of what Top Table Gaming is all about. Further down the line, I can see events. And if I can do an event for Star Wars Legion that is half as popular as Scouring of Cheshire is for Middle-earth strategy battle game, we're going to be on to a winner. But I've got fire in my belly for this game, so I want to give you guys what you want to see. So get behind us, you know, help us out. I will create the content you want to see. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. And also, don't forget, in the coming, let's say, 10 days, there is an Uber competition. He's up there, so I can't reach him. You might be able to see. Oh, no, I don't think you can. But the limited edition, very rare Luke in X-Wing pilot gear, Commander expansion. is part of our mega giveaway. The mega giveaway, we are giving away an absolute whopper of a prize. We've got the Army Painter Mega Paint Set, which has just got everything you'll ever need colours wise for painting for a long time. You want to buy paints for 12 months at least. We've got wet palettes, we've got TTG merch, we've got Mantic games, we've got Steam Forged starter sets, 2 of them. We've got all sorts. There's so much in there. Limited edition miniatures from Games Workshop that you can't get anymore. Everything that's in there is really cool. A lot of these, I've looked at a lot of giveaways and kind of people around saying, oh, what have I got that I don't want anymore, that's old, you know, 10 a penny. Everything in this prize is spectacular. If you're a Star Wars Legion fan, you want that Luke. If you are a 40k player, there is models in there that you can't get anymore that are going for stupid money on eBay. These are all in the giveaway. You want to get involved, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you get over on the Facebook page, and also below we have links to our Instagram and Twitter. Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, they're the 3 things that are very important with this mega giveaway. These are the things that are going to help you be in with a chance of winning. It's free to enter, and I'm releasing more info on the mega giveaway in the coming weeks, so make sure you are subscribed, you're liking, you're sharing, you hearting, whatever you do on the other social media platforms, I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching, people. Really excited to get to know some of you guys from the Star Wars community, so please do reach out, get involved. It's going to be great, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Take care, people. Keep washing your hands.